So your ex broke up with you out of nowhere, and they didn't give you a chance to argue with them or convince them to take you back. Okay, and you feel like now there's some unfinished business there, and you're wondering, are they going to come back to you? Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And I run into this story a lot where, your partner kept their issues to themselves, and they sort of mentally check out of the relationship ahead of time, and they don't really tell you what they're wrestling with. And then all of a sudden they break up with you, and they give you this laundry list of reasons, if they give you any reasons at all. And none of them seem to make sense. They're going to be little things, like not deal breakers from the relationship, and it's not going to make sense to you. And because of that, you feel like sort of there's some unfinished business between you two, and you're wondering, is your ex going to come back? Now, as a breakup coach, I've been doing this for a while, and I've been a dating coach for even longer. And one of the things I've noticed is that exes go back to the person that they dumped all the time. It happens so often. And especially if you handled the breakup graciously, like you accepted it, you didn't resist it, you didn't beg, you went into no contact in a relatively fast time frame. And even if you didn't do those things, they still come back. It just takes a little bit longer sometimes. Now, there are some reasons why these types of exes that break up with you out of nowhere don't come back, but they don't have anything to do with them just having been moved on. Sometimes somebody that does this will not come back because they avoid conflict and they think that you're going to give them shit for doing what they did. And they might be right, okay? But at the end of the day, they miss you and they want you back, but they don't want to come back because they don't want to face the heat. Now, another reason would be that they think that they aren't good enough for you. And I know that doesn't make sense because they broke up with you, but there are people out there that have low self-esteem. They're worried about their ability to perform in the relationship, and they break up with you because they feel like they're not up to the task, and they're also afraid of losing their independence. But for this reason, they don't want to reach out to you after the breakup because they don't want to mix themselves in with you and ruin your life because they aren't good enough for you. But notice how neither one of these reasons have anything to do with how they would never want you back, or they've already moved on, or whatever. So at the end of the day, if you give your ex enough time in no contact to wait out this time period when they're running away from their problems, avoiding conflict, trying to reduce their stress levels, etc., you'll have another chance insofar as they're not in another rebound relationship already and they've made it past the honeymoon phase. If that happens, you might want to hang it up on them and date other people. But if not, yeah, you're going to have another chance again in a matter of time. And they just might reach out to you and message you after a certain amount of time in no contact. And listen, if you want my help getting your ex back, look into my profile. There's a link halfway down. If you click that, you can set up a call with me, and I want to hear your story. And once I hear it, I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back.